Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Prasetyo. I am a Director of Sanitation, Directorate General of Human Settlements, Ministry of Public Works and Housing, Government of Indonesia. In this occasion, I would like to share information to you regarding to the wastewater management in Indonesia. I hope with my presentation you get a perspective about the opportunities for doing business in Indonesia in related to the wastewater development in Indonesia. In 2019, about our achievement in sanitation access, we still have 77.44% population who have basic sanitation, including 7.5% safely managed access, and 8% unimproved access, and 6.9% direct discharge, and 7.6% open defecation. Government Indonesia already ratified the International Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals 2030 for Goals 6.2. Also for the intermediate goals, we have Presidential Decree number 18, year 2020, about National Medium-Term Development Plan 2020-2024, stipulated that 90% basic access, including 15% safely managed access. Also, we have Government Regulation number 2, year 2018, regarding the minimum service standard for wastewater. Every citizen has right to have wastewater treatment access. Based off minimum service standard, every house has at least one access to wastewater treatment through on-set and or off-set system. Basic access for rural area with population density less than 25 people per hectare, and safely managed access for rural area with population density more than 25 people per hectare and all of urban area. The priority for beneficiaries are the low-income citizens who live in areas prone to wastewater pollution and close to surface water. Some issues and challenges for the development management in Indonesia. The first, in general, a gap between the target and existing sanitation access. Minimum service standard fulfillment is not local government priority. For regulation, we don't have regulation, only Ministry of Public Works regulation. Many regency cities have no local regulation and poor law enforcement. Also, lack of dissemination of norm, standard, procedure, criteria in sanitation sector. The second issue for institutional, lack of local government commitment, no separation of regulator and operator function, low quality of human resource in the institution, uncertified operator institution, and lack of operational guidance of community-based infrastructure. For the technical issue, poor quality of planning document, the implementation of operation and maintenance often violates the standard operating procedure, the difficulties to meet the new effluent standard, also the technology innovation for specific areas such as tidal area, riverbank, and rocky area are urgently needed. Also, we have issue in financial gap between the availability and the necessity of sanitation fund, low utilization of grant and special allocation fund for local government, low allocation for local government, the scheme of sanitation service tariff is not full cost recovery, the alternative funding resource and the potential private sector are not fully optimized. Also, we have issue in community participation, poor community awareness of sanitation service, also the creation of supply and demand in the community and good services providers are still low. Based on the issues and challenges, we have policies and strategies to achieve sustainable sanitation. The first, regarding to regulation, developing regulatory tools for sanitation management. For technical, expanding the sanitation access, coverage, and improve the quality of the system. For community participation, increasing the role of the community and business or private sector in sanitation management implementation. For the institutional, strengthening the institution of sanitation management, and for the financial, developing financial schemes alternatives. This is the concept of wastewater management in Indonesia. Basically, we have two systems. The first is on-site system. Each household have individual septic tanks. Also, communal septic tank for 2 up to 10 household. Also the public toilet. And regularly we dislodge the sludge from tank septic using the dislodging and thermosin vehicle and goes to the septic treatment plant or night soil treatment plant. Also the second is the off-site system. Each household have connected with the sewerage system, and the wastewater treated in the wastewater treatment plant with some scale for the city scale, residential scale, and specific scale. And the sludge from each wastewater treatment plant should be treated in special location. Regarding to the wastewater effluent standard in Indonesia, we have new regulation. For the previous regulation is issued by Minister of Environmental Regulation number 5 year 2014. Only 4 parameters in this regulation. For the new regulation, we have 7 parameters. I think there is a challenges of the operational and maintenance our old wastewater treatment plant, because maybe most of them is not comply with the new regulation. Some consideration on wastewater or septic treatment technology selection in Indonesia have to be taken. The first about the land condition and availability. It is the difficult things. The second is energy requirement regarding to the operational expenditure. The third is beneficiaries' ability and willingness to pay, because it is not easy how to involve the household to pay the service. The fourth is about environmental feasibility and the compliance with the spatial and regional plan. The fifth about investment feasibility or capital expenditure. And the sixth about the ability to allocate the operational and maintenance costs, because our facilities built by central government have to hand over to the local government, and local government have to provide the OM cost. Also the seventh is the local government responsibility regarding to the readiness of institution and human resource. I think it's still problem in Indonesia. And the last is the ability to comply with effluent standard. It is for the new regulation issued by Ministry of Environmental and Forestry. Maybe just information to you, we only have 13 cities in Indonesia who already have wastewater treatment plant with city scale. And now we have some projects for the development of wastewater system. The first in Medan in North Sumatra, also in Sumatra in Pekanbaru, Palembang, and Jambi. For Medan, Pekanbaru, and Jambi, funded by Asian Development Bank. For the Palembang is the grant from the Australia government. Also, we have a project in Makassar, also funded by Asian Development Bank. And in Yogyakarta, we upgrade wastewater treatment plant funded by Indonesian government. Also, for upcoming project, we have some location for the wastewater development plan. The first, of course, in Jakarta City, there are 2 zones. We will develop for the wastewater treatment plant, also the sewerage system, of course. Also in Bekasi, Bogor, Bandung in West Java, and Semarang in Central Java. Also Denpasar, Bali, and Mataram in Lombok, and the final in Pontianak in West Kalimantan. And I think some donor will help Indonesian government to fund the wastewater development plan. One of our next project is Jakarta Sewerage Development Project in Zone 1. In Zone 1, the wastewater treatment plant will located in Pluit with capacity about 240,000 cubic meter per day. Will cover about 4,900 hectare with total cost estimation about 67.1 billion yen. The benefit recipient about 1 million people equivalent. The technology implement in wastewater treatment plant is A2O MBR and covers area, I think, some location in the central, north, and west Jakarta. Jakarta Sewerage Development Project Zone 1 consists of 6 packages in physical aspect, 1 package for wastewater treatment plant, also 5 packages for the sewerage system. The 3 packages, package 1, package 2, and package 3 will procure in international competitive bidding, and the package 4, 5, and 6 for the local competitive bidding. Package 1, 2, and 3, I think will announce in this year, and I think will start for construction for year 2021. Also, we already make a procurement for the supervision consultancy. Another project about the Jakarta Sewerage Development Project is Zone 6. Zone 6 will have the wastewater treatment plant with capacity about 47,500 cubic meter per day, will located at Duri Kosambi in West Jakarta. For the sewerage system, will have transfer about 15.5 kilometer. Also surface and lateral pipe about 127 kilometer. Also we will have a house inlet for the pilot project about 1,000 house connection. Besides of the construction work of the sewerage system, we already procure for the engineering service. I think this month is the final stage of the procurement plan, and I hope that in the end of the November, we will contract for the consultant company. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.